I don't hear the theme music. Oh gosh, I don't know. What happened to the theme music? It's right there, but it's not saying nothing.
It's not on?
No, it's on the thing.
But we're not. We can't
No,
hear it.
no theme music. Oh, nothing. It was just quiet. Nothing.
It stopped.
Hallelujah. Okay, right. This one? Your R? Okay. Oh. Okay. Take this. Right there? And then hit record?
Right there.
Gotcha. I know he'll edit this. So.
Cause we on. You can't tell us nothing cause we on. Fresh out in the building cause we on. Hallelujah, what's this feeling cause we on. Cause we on. Cause we on. You can't tell us nothing cause we on. Fresh out in the building cause we on. Hallelujah, what's this feeling cause we on. Cause we on. Cause we on.
Greetings and phenomenal welcome to all geeks and fans. You are listening to Spectacular Radio, and we are so honored to have you here. I am your host, Andre Brown, and we're super excited to review movies, TV shows, comics, and all that geek fun. Of course, we got everybody. Well, not everybody. Melendez unfortunately had to work, but I do have two of the originals here. You know what I'm saying?
What up?
We'll start with you, Steven. Let everybody know your Instagram, all that stuff, and everything.
Check it out. You can find this tall, dark, handsome man all on Instagram at Big Jacks. You know what I'm saying? BIG_JACX. And Stephen Jackson on Facebook.
That's what's up. Go ahead, Kevin. Let them know where you at and stuff. Yeah.
On Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, my name is Waffles Are Stupid. On
so
Facebook, yeah, French toast is stupid too.
They both taste great.
And on Facebook, my 3 Facebook pages are actually Rick and Morty characters. It's Snoopy Bloopers, Scroopy Noopers, and Flippy Nips. They laughing because something wrong with me, but I'm not joking. Like,
That's real talk. That's real talk.
Yeah, that's funny. But well, we appreciate everyone joining in and listening to us for another episode. Of course, that podcast episode 19. We are now on YouTube. So basically, and I do want to kind of break this down to our fans. So that way they can kind of know, because I always try to be upfront so let everybody know like what's going on. So I know when we did the last one, everybody was looking like, well, wait a minute, why is it y'all dropped episode 18, but I see episode 16 on a podcast? I understand. So let me explain. So it's always, when we do YouTube, it's always going to be an episode before, because the file is so big that we can't really transfer it through Dropbox and all. Like we can't. It's a lot of issues or kind of backdoor mechanics with that. So it's just, we found easier for me to bring in a hard drive to physically do it myself. So with that being the case, that means that we can't do it until every other time frame that we're recording an episode. So if you a diehard fan, you're going to listen to the episode on the podcast. But if you are a new fan and now you're catching us now, as you're looking at the video, this is going to be 2 weeks later. So it's all great, what I'm saying? Like, and we're building the fan base. So I just want to let everybody know, like, that's really, really where we are with it and stuff like that. So yeah. So we're gonna figure it out. So there are a couple of big things for people who are supportive of Spectacular in Comics. I want to go over a couple of things. One of the of course, segment 1, we always talk about Spectacular projects. We will have the topic 1, which is the new subscriber updates for our fan club. Now, I don't have the logistics on it because we are doing the finalizations of it, but we are revamping our Patreon account, and we're actually working on a commercial that's going to be a promo material, not only for our fans, but actually for investors as well. So we're doing a full-blown professional video. We'll probably have a couple of the actors or actresses on the team that's interested. You'll see them. It's probably like a 10-minute one, and then we're going to break it up into different segments. One targeting just fans, one targeting investors. So that way people can understand, like, what am I investing in? What am I getting the Patreon account? We just don't. We're gonna launch the Patreon. We're gonna let people pass out flyers and different comic book stores and things of that nature. But we can let people know that by the end of June we're going to have a commercial, so that way it's not like people asking, well, what is this? What am I supporting? Saying even though it's going to be in the flyer, sometimes some commercials work better. People like to see animations and things of that nature.
Visual.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to have that as well. But other thing I'm excited about also that we're pushing is we're actually, because we're doing Spectacular Con. We did announce that's coming up the weekend before. I mean, basically weekend of Labor Day. So that Saturday is when we're actually going to do it. It's going to be a lot of different surprises that we are going to have. One I do want to break down a little bit is the VIP tickets. The first Spectacular Con was a little new to us. We were trying to get our feet wet and trying to understand how we're going to do it. This time it's going to be completely different because we're going to have like an hour or so for the VIP before the regular people even get there. If you pay, because we'll have it online, and we're gonna get more logistics, as time goes on, gets closer during the summer. But you're gonna actually be able to have exclusive, times to be able to, meet, Kevin, meet Steven, meet some of the actors and actresses. You're going to see behind the scenes footage and things of that nature. You'll probably see footage of things that we are going to do, because now we have a new format that we're going to do our episodes. They're not going to drop to just to YouTube anymore. We're actually going to rent out a theater here in the Virginia area, and we're actually going to be able to sell tickets. So when you buy a ticket to come check out our episodes in the actual theater, you're supporting the actors and actresses. We'll sell posters. You maybe take pictures with the actors, actresses, comics, things of that nature. It's going to be a fun-filled experience that we're actually doing. But of course, those proceeds are for the business, for us to continue, bankrolling things, but also supporting the families and the time that the actors and actresses do provide as well. So I just want to let you guys know that the VIP tickets is going to be way different this time. When you actually pay for a VIP ticket, you're actually going to be paying for, you're going to get like a book bag or have like little goodies in it. Like I said, you can meet the Spectacular Inc. radio team, be able to meet the meet the cast, see stuff that it's the regular people ain't gonna see. So we'll have trailers or something like that during Spectacular Con. Those trailers will be shown to the public, but you'll be able to see other things, and maybe exclusive clip that we may be still editing, whatever like that. You'll be able to, witness that. So I just want to share that with you guys. If any things that you guys want to add to that, what you're excited about, how you feeling about the new developments and what we have going on. I'll start with you, Steven.
Well, one thing, we're always going to get bigger and better because we're consistent. Like I said, I can't wait for this one to come through. And each con we learn from the last one, so like I said, it's always going to get bigger and better. Like I said, you're adding more components now, like you say, with the theater, and then also VIP. So what I'm saying, so it's more, like I said, the more we do and consistent with it, the better it's going to get. So the supporters have more to look for when they experience Spectacular Inc. Con. So I'm excited about it. I love it. I always wanted to do this and be here, to actually have, someone want a poster of you that you signed. Is like really humbling and exciting for me. And I want to thank Andre for allowing me that opportunity to experience that by bringing me on board. And like I said, I'm always grateful, and will always be supportive. I got your back, bro, anyway. But on the business side of things too, like, you're fair, so you always got my back, support, man, any way, shape, or form. I told you that from day one, and we've been solid ever since.
Definitely.
And like I said, then we adding on new people that I really don't, particularly care for. No, we got new villains,
Yeah.
Like my man's, me and him go back and forth in it, and I actually love.
You swung on me.
Man, you controlling my mind and everything. See, it won't really me. You control my mind.
How you feeling, Kevin?
Yo, that's good though.
Everybody knows that I'm always ecstatic about anything that's Spec Inc. So I really enjoyed us being at Hampton Comic-Con. That's something that was incredibly slept on, because I get tired of hearing people saying that there's nothing in the area, nothing's popping, whatever. It's like, yo,
we got it now.
We had a whole section. What are you talking about? And then now we got SpecCon, and now we get to really, like, I don't know about you. I'm finna be talking.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm act like something wrong with me.
Yeah, but the
So
crazy
that's normal.
Thing, so the crazy thing is that like right
Keeping it
now,
up.
so for our fans, I mean, if you're listening, if you're supporting us, I'm gonna give you the scoop right now. So I sent you a message that you gotta let me know which email to shoot it to.
I sent it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Mhm.
So that's me. So I'll be super busy, y'all. So I apologize. But so his character is actually in Death Wish episode 2. So now you're in that. I know we got rehearsal coming up again for the associates so we're about to shoot that real soon with Russ Fullmore, the director and writer for it. So I'm definitely excited. And then also you're going to make an appearance in episode 3 of Motion Man. So because we had rehearsal yesterday for Motion Man episode 2. So like, yeah, the shared universe aspect is coming in quite nice.
A lot of us. A lot.
So
but feel free to nerd out.
Yeah.
Did.
So it's about to be really crazy. So I just wanted to share that. I know, we kind of, we got other segments we're going to talk about. Yes, we're going to talk about, Bel-Air, all this stuff. But I just, this is Spectacular Radio is number one about Spectacular Inc. first. So and I wanted to kind of break that down. So exactly. So let's go ahead and get into segment 2, streaming lifestyle. We got quite a few topics that we do want to go over. So we'll kind of gloss over a couple of things, like some trailer announcements and things of that nature. But I do want to definitely nerd out on topic 1, which is Bel-Air season 2, the whole season review now. Season 2 finale found Will coping with all of that by returning to street basketball, the same game that got him in trouble. Season 3 is greenlit. I'm going to let you know that the last episode of Bel-Air caught me really off guard. That whole Carlton was that was crazy. Yeah, so for me, I felt like right off rip, I felt like I thought that was going to happen when he was at home. Right. I thought that was something that he was going to break down and cry, maybe at the podium, and then run off, and then the parents trying to figure out what's going on, and then he tells his parents, "Hey, XYZ, and this is what's going on with me." But for him to reveal it, not only to the school, but I mean, you got people recording stuff, so like everybody knows now, so it's crazy. So the fact that and then Uncle Phil, and I'm gonna let you talk. So when they got home. This is crazy. This is crazy editing. This is crazy camera shots. Right. The mom is talking to Carlton the whole time. Uncle Phil's facing that way, so you can't even see his face. And he said, "I was like, from a dad perspective, I was like, bro, he about to bust.
He about to
jack the crap out of it." Like, yo, I was like, bro, I was scared for Carlton the whole time because Uncle Phil won't say nothing, and his back was turned. He turned around. I was like, oh shoot, but. He acted a lot because he did look at Vivian. So I feel like if Vivian wasn't there, I feel like that. Yeah, I
would have uppercut.
Carlton would have been. Yeah.
So
it was like threw Jazz out.
So hey, speaking of Jazz, the whole camera trick, I swore up and down. No, I know that's what. But what I'm saying is, when he opened the door, the way they shifted the camera, I thought it was her. Yeah. I was like, oh, because at first I was like, it's too easy. I was like, he's all happy, and I was like, nah, it's too easy.
Going to Paris.
Yeah, and then he opened the door. So at first, the way the camera set up, and they literally gave us a whole second and a half where you thought that she was actually there. Yeah. So when he opened the door, she was there. I was like, oh, because I literally was like, oh. Okay, maybe one of them is having a happy ending. Okay, cool. And then it cut, and then went to where she was talking. I don't like him. I don't like the other guy. What's his name? I don't know. That's how unimportant he is. I don't like him.
But so I think he's gonna end up messing it up though.
Probably that, or I think that. Or no, to be honest with you, and then Kevin, I'm gonna get your opinions real quick. But what I feel like in season 3 is going to happen is that. I feel like that's too obvious that he'll mess up. I feel like it's going to be Hillary bouncing between because the way she looked at Jazz, and she did kiss, they kiss. So it wasn't just like he was like, and then she was just like, I got a man. No, she was like, yeah, I remember them times and stuff like that. So it's like, it was
I think like when she started doing like the fame and stuff, she's going to be reminded like, yo, am I really super? Because remember she asked her parents like, am I really like a superficial girl? Like, but
And she is.
you know, but I mean, but
to an extent, I feel like to an extent,
yeah, they did a good job of raising someone in a rich lifestyle to appreciate things like that.
Yeah.
Because like real talk, someone like Haley would never even look at Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Because of status.
Right.
But the fact that she's, you know what I'm saying, she's more on character, and because Uncle Phil, he was always like that anyway. I mean, the parents was always like that. You know, you look at the character of a person, you know what I'm saying, what instead of what someone can do for you monetarily. You know what I'm saying? Because like even with old boy, like he can fly to Paris and everything, but he may not respect or love her, or you know, he can mess around on her or whatever.
Right.
But he says he got the paper though, you know what I'm saying? You want to accept that type of behavior from him. So but I liked it. I like how, you know, it was a cliffhanger. I wanted to see what's next. Like I said, I was skeptical about it even watching it, but once I started, it was hooked. I was hooked.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
I do admire Carlton taking that leap because like now he has the monkey off his back now, so now he can kind of like be himself. Everybody knows what's up, so I think that might actually relieve some of his anxiety because he was kind of hiding, and then you know how he was doing with Ashley. So
that pissed me off though. I didn't like how he did her.
That was just straight dumb.
Yeah, she don't really like that. That he I wouldn't say he destroyed that relationship. I feel like he injured that relationship.
Heavy
a lot.
hit. That was a heavy hit.
Yeah,
and
because the way she looked at him, was
because
like,
that's big bro. Like even if he came at her correctly, yo, she probably would have been more understanding because you know Ashley, she's very mature.
Yeah.
So
and she's understanding and compassionate as well.
If he just would have been honest with her, like he was at the podium with her, I think she would have been able to, you know, accept it a little more better instead of the way he. But I love that though because that's a natural reaction though.
Yeah,
you know,
and he acting like she's stupid.
Yeah, no, because unfortunately, I've been around people who are actually addicted to certain drugs and stuff, and them outbursts like that. Those are like real. So it's like I like how they're always pinpointing and making it more real. Like, okay, you know, anxiety, addiction, but you know, it's not Hollywood shit. It's like it's just like really real. And you know how he no way, you know, and they make it seem like you stupid first, then the blow up comes. You know what I'm saying? That's a natural thing.
That's crazy.
I like how they show that, but then you know, he would have to come clean anyway. But I know it's going to mess up certain things for him.
Oh
then,
yeah,
it might mess up a lot. Then again, they might spin it to be like, oh well, you know, you're brave for doing that, and you're so heroic. I mean, you know, you just.
Oh, that's true. I didn't even think about that too.
You know what I'm saying? They depending on how they can spin it, but it might hurt them or it might make them look even better because it makes it seem like, well, you know, you were just so perfect, and you know, I understand so much was on you and everything. Like they can spin.
Oh yeah, spin it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
how you feeling, Kevin? About it?
As far as Carlton goes, right? Because like that was the real like gut punch of the episode.
Right.
I don't want him to get it back easy.
I
want the whole next season.
Everybody.
Ain't nothing on Will.
He got to gain everybody's trust back.
Will ain't doing it.
Nah.
You was the one that was in your locker snorting. Like, nah, I want everything to be off Will. I do admire that Will is stretching himself. Well, I'm not going to say I admire him stretching himself then, but I admire that he is trying his best to be down for everybody. Yeah. That's a hell of a thing for what's a 17-year-old kid.
Do you think that's what I'm saying? He's 17, bro. Like, do you think it's gonna make or break him?
I can see a mini break of sorts. I don't think it's gonna be anything catastrophic because it wouldn't be Bel-Air.
I do hope they bring his dad back because he did ask about him, and that's like a closure he needs.
Yeah, you don't cast somebody like that to just be like, oh,
yo, that episode was so beautiful
or anything like that. And I called it too. I told Bianca, I said, I ain't seen. I was like, because the episode before the season finale, I was like, dang, we ain't seen his mama. I was like, I bet you gonna see his mama on the last episode. I was like, there's no way. Yeah, exactly. And then she literally like last episode we saw it wasn't physical, but it was still video chat. But you still saw her. I called that we gonna see his mom before that.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, back to it. Go ahead, bro.
And then Uncle Phil. him and Jeffrey are 1A, 1B, my favorite characters.
Yeah. That dynamic duo.
Yeah,
that punch is great.
That whole scene when he was like, hey, "Yo, you don't want to do that." That sealed it. That sealed it for me. And then he told old buddy, he was like, "Yeah, the conversation don't sound like it's over."
Yeah,
exactly.
Hey, look,
yeah,
my man popped up. No, the conversation not over.
Exactly. That's my dude. But here's the thing, though. I love. Okay, so and I'm just trying to compare because we love comics. So I compare Jeffrey to Batman, and I'm saying it is to extent that Batman barely fears anything. Barely. There are certain things that you will see Batman scared on. This you're talking about the guy that went to a completely different planet and fought. So he fought. It was a dog that was 3 times the size of a regular dog. Beat it. He took the armor of, because he's on Apocalypse. Took the armor of one of the dudes. And he went to dark side. This the dude that go hand to hand combat with Superman, stood in front of him and was like, "Yo, I will blow up your entire planet if you do not release Supergirl."
Yep.
So I'm saying that to a point that there are certain things, Ra's al Ghul, that does kind of shake Batman in his boots. So it's only but certain, maybe on a hand of people that scare Batman. So to my point, that organization that I guess that made sure that Jeffrey with the whole son thing, because remember it was a mafia, right? That he had to. That's the reason why he couldn't be with his son. It's because they would kill him or whatever like that. The fact that they sent him a picture, it got to be them, because
somebody's always watching.
Because kind of melding what I was saying is that throughout both seasons, Jeffrey ain't scared of nobody. He got connects. He got this, that, and the third. So he not worried about nothing.
We've seen the vulnerable side of him now.
Exactly. Now that mafia was like, "Oh, you think you Batman now? Let me remind you Bruce Wayne real quick." And it's like, "Yo, we got a picture of you and your son." And he's like, "Bro, it can't be nobody else but that mafia, because nobody else scares Jeffrey." Because even with the whole street guys with the Zenith thing, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we from the street." He was like, "Man, y'all ain't from the street, nothing. What you gonna do?" So he ain't scared of them, but. For that picture,
he took care of old boy for Will.
Exactly. So an empty envelope with a picture of him and his son, it got to be that mafia, bro. So, and the fact that his face was like, "Yo,"
and the fact that he's like you say, as far as Batman, he's a detective. He's like, "Yo, I keep getting this unmarked unknown number call my phone." He's like, "Yo, I track the numbers from
yeah, track the number." That's
what
crazy.
Can he not do?
He said, "I tracked the number. I know it's such and such." Yeah, did he say it was from England though? I think he said. So it got to be that mafia, bro. Ain't nobody else. But go ahead, Kevin. Anything you want to add?
Oh no, and Hillary's infuriating, but she was infuriating on the previous series too.
I got you.
Yo, check it though. You think Uncle Phil gonna step out?
Yes.
Yeah, the whole old girl thing. I don't. Okay. Look,
wipe your mouth.
Got lipstick.
No, so I'm going to say this. So this is my personal feeling. I feel like it could almost happen, but I feel like he going
in the family.
Yeah, I feel like he gonna hold up on it. I feel like it's gonna be a moment. Remember that movie? I Think I Love My Wife with Chris Rock, and he was literally
about to get into it.
Anyway, yeah, you gotta love your wife. You gonna deny? So anyway, but yeah, I feel like it's gonna be that. It's going to come close, and then something.
He's gonna come like the Uncle Phil.
Yeah, something either.
It's crazy though. Like he had both of them.
Yeah,
he had both of them in college,
but Viv is his dog.
Yeah.
Like,
bro, if he loses her, the whole everything crumbles.
Yeah.
That's your backbone. That's your spirit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he definitely made the right choice.
Yeah. So, side note, I was gonna say. So I had to catch her name first because. So you know how they're taking characters from the actual, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but they, using them in different ways and stuff like that. I thought I had to check her name because I thought, remember that episode when Uncle Phil had a friend that came to see him, and Will was trying to get with her daughter. It was the same woman. She plays in all of us, something like that. I can't remember. She was in this other sitcom, but but she played the daughter, and then he dropped her off at the hotel. and he was getting ready to leave, and Uncle Phil's friend was like, "Come here, we'll come talk to me," and such and such. And then remember the episode, and he was like, "You slept with Janet?" I think that was the girl, and everybody found that the older woman that the Uncle Phil used to like us talk to or something like back in the day. It was an old episode. She was like an older model or older actress or something like that.
Was that the one that Carlton slept with?
No. What you're thinking about is the episode when they went to college and it was the professor's wife. She had that long Indian hair. But no, this was literally Uncle Phil's friend that came to visit them, and Will ended up sleeping with her. I thought, because that's why I had to check names, because if it was the same name, I was gonna think of season 3 they was gonna pull that again, and Will, she started meeting Will, being like, hey, he like, maybe I'm an intern helping Uncle Phil out, and she like, late nights, and they end up sleeping. I was thinking that, but it's a different character. I was, that's enough right now, because we had to hold Jackie, because they brought Jackie in, and I like that he picked was Ashley, right? He picked Ashley at the end of the season.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was the right decision. I feel like Jackie has some things that she's dealing with and stuff like that. But we could literally talk about the show. It's great. I'm glad. I saw the images of them, all of them. If you, because I follow them on Instagram, so they all had the 3 up, and then it said official, and I saw on the news officially Peacock, which was the best decision. Peacock, because I'm sorry, let's call a spade a spade. Y'all really don't have that much premium content. You had The Best Man final chapters. Y'all got all this other little stuff.
Keep going.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. It
That
was like a special.
Oh, they should have just
as
kept
good
going,
as that was.
Yeah, I mean,
they should have kept going. If they wanted, you know what I mean?
To an extent, but I mean, we can get into that. But what I'm saying is, this is one of their flagship properties. So I'm glad they greenlit a season 3. I was so happy to see all of them throwing up 3. So I'm like, good. So we coming back.
Just keep it going.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go to topic 2. Citadel. Now, I don't know if you got a chance to see it, right? So did you get a chance to see it on Amazon Prime?
No, I'm gonna see it.
Okay, cool. So I didn't see episode 3, so I didn't get a chance to catch it. I was really trying to catch it, but we didn't get I saw episodes 1 and 2 though. Citadel, let me go ahead and review that. It's on Amazon Prime. Citadel follows 2 spies and their attempt to recover their memories after the fall of a global spy agency. Something sinister is rising in its place. I saw the first 2 episodes, and I'm going to let you know, for me, this is just my opinion, I really did like it. I feel like there are some things that I think they're going to kind of, not slow. I just, as far as kind of dialogue, some of the writing's a little clunky. I feel like that, but I feel like it's kind of like if me writing, motion. I feel like once you get the flow in, once you get a streamlined vision, I feel like it's just going to start flowing. But just the intro, the action to me was top notch. I liked it. You got old dude, of course. He played Rob Snow. That's my dude. I'm sorry. I know I've got his real name, but he's Rob Snow always. So,
And Icarus.
Oh, and Icarus from Eternal. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, and then old girl, she's beautiful. I can't remember what else she was in. I don't know if you know what she was in, but she's very beautiful. She's, I think, Hispanic or Spanish or something like that. But she's not Caucasian. I can't remember her name. I have to look it up. But they made a good chemistry. I like the whole memory thing with and then the whole neck thing. And then of course, having their memory they can literally erase their memory through a computer chip, which is crazy. Yeah, it is very frightening.
We kind of moving towards that now.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't gonna say it out loud.
And then of course, then they got the liquid thing where you can inject the memories back in, and then he didn't get a chance to get his, but she got hers. That's kind of scary to find out. You're gonna find out more about her. But for the first 2 episodes, what did you think about it and stuff like that?
They haven't gotten a single dub. They had in all 3 episodes. There were no wins for the good guys. None.
Well, they must got us setting up for the big climax at the end of the season. Man.
It could
only be right.
I mean, I think they come out like swinging, beaten pretty badly, but they get the win. But nothing is an actual win, like, because this organization that they're going up against, man, it's like, like the first episode. We cool with spoilers?
Oh yeah. We can talk about episode 1 and 2. Yeah,
so
1 and 2.
The first episode, in like the first 10 minutes, they kill all of their teammates.
Yeah, they did. That joint was crazy. It's like a no. So it's like
not that brutal.
No, not that brutal. But you're talking about like an organization that oversees CIA, FBI. All they're international. They don't have a specific jurisdiction to the United States, to England, nothing. They just literally whatever's bad in the world, they go after it. Then so it was
MI5. Kind of like MI.
No, MI5 and them are like along the lines of CIA. These people
are above that.
them.
Oh,
exactly. So then now you got the Sinister organization that, you know, was one of their people, you know, one of the people from this organization helped create. So it's kind of like a Nazi version or something like that, trying to go ahead and destroy this organization, basically.
Like, you know how Hydra repopulated his shield?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same deal. And of course, you know, it's over a woman.
Always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that lady was pretty brutal. The lady that she was like, "What you mean they still alive?" and stuff like that.
Okay, so
side note, real quick. Speaking of Hydra, I'm just now watching Falcon.
Oh, you talking about the oh my god, Falcon the Winter Soldier?
Yeah,
so it's
show.
really good. I like, to me, that was, besides WandaVision, that was probably one of the best ones. And Miss Marvel was pretty good too.
People don't like dialogue, man.
Yeah,
it's really getting in their way of what they enjoy.
Hey, is Agent Carter still going on?
No,
they had stopped it because that wasn't through. We had to go with the whole logistics with that, but that wasn't through Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige didn't approve that. That was through Ike Perlmutter, which he's no longer a part of that Marvel, the Marvel at all. He was always doing the shows. Marvel, Kevin Feige was always doing the movies, and then it came to a time that not Bob Iger and what's his name? He just retired. He always did the movies. What's his name? Dang, I can't remember that. But it's basically the guy that oversee all the movie aspect for Disney under Bob Iger. It's like basically him and Bob Iger were like this. And basically he came in and was like, okay, you're gonna have to do something else. I'm gonna have to let Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige now runs not only the movie division, but the TV division and the comic division. So Kevin Feige is now running all of it for Marvel.
So what's next though? Are we getting Loki? Are we getting anything else?
Yeah,
Secret Invasion
next. Remember we talked about the trailer. Yeah. But anyway, back on no, you guys Citadel. But overall, Citadel is good. I want to review. I want you to give me any other notes that you want to say. But I'm gonna let you catch up, because by the time we come back, we're gonna talk about episode 3 or 4. So you able to talk about that. And we definitely, I feel like, to me, so because sometimes, as you guys know, we start shows, we try to see if this is really, we feel like this is something we're going to be worth watching. And to me, this is worth watching. But I want you to add any other notes or anything you're about to say about
There's a lot of exposition in episode 3. That's when you find out that the dude that's basically like the Juggernaut, like they can't really do nothing with him. Him and I'm gonna call him Icarus because I think his name is Richard Madden.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that played Rosso?
Yeah,
I got you. Yeah.
So apparently they're on the same woman, who was also an agent.
She must have got some.
Oh, you talking about his? You talking about the main Spanish girl lead? His actual wife that he had a kid with. Is that his kid though?
Nah, that's his kid.
The other guys.
So
that's crazy.
They about to be butting heads or be allies. I don't really know where they're going.
It could play out either way.
Because like that organization that like took out
if they're both against the organization, they might end up teaming up then.
No. So there's a lot that happened, but basically the what's the dude that played Dr. Erskine's name?
I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about though.
Steve Stanley Tucci or something like that.
Yeah.
He gets captured. And the dude
I thought he died though. I ain't gonna lie. Until they saw him at the dinner table at the end of episode 2, I literally thought he died.
No, I saw the wound, and then you remember in the car or in the vehicle, he says, I came across something really interesting.
Oh, okay. So I misunderstood that. Okay, I thought he was dead. Sorry. I was like, dang, they killed him off already?
And then, most of these folks got artificial implants and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
They're all basically super soldiers, yo.
Right.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because, like, it was in one of the missions. I don't remember if it was the 3rd episode or what, but something happens, and, like, they're taking, like, all of his vitals in real time. It's like, hey, yo, your lungs are filling up with blood. You might want to sit down. Then he gets blown up, and he's like, oh, wait, now you got a concussion. You really want to sit down? He's like, yeah, thank you for telling me. And then
that got to be episode 3. I wonder if that got to be episode 3. I remember when he was fighting the dude in the bathroom in the train in episode 1.
Yeah,
that joint was crazy. I was like, bro, you heard him kill him,
so they can like heal themselves. It's kind of like that Vin Diesel movie.
Nah, they just they just have like increased like threshold for pain.
Yeah, and kind of like more, kind of a little bit, not nothing crazy, but a little bit more speed. They're a little bit faster, so they could take out like a multiple. When him and old girl was tag teaming on the train, I was like, yeah, you could tell they were married before, or they've been together, because the fact that they knew certain things, and then he coming over there and she bow, and I was like, yo, that joint was crazy. But yeah, definitely check it out because we will be with Citadel will be something we will be reviewing. Let's go ahead and go to topic 3 real quick. Twisted Metal show announcement. We're going to kind of gloss over it. I did see the little teaser trailer. We got Anthony Mackie in it. I'm excited. Peacock, that's good because they trying to do something. They trying to grab IPs to make their service better. I am excited about it. I kind of want to see what it looks like. What do you think when you saw the trailer, the little teaser thing or whatever?
Character wise, he did a pretty good job.
I like how the clown looked from the game.
That's what I'm saying.
They look good.
They made it look like identical. So you know how kind of like in Falcon, like we got the watered down version of Captain America, or whatever. So they kept it like true to the game, which is going to bring the fans from the game over, and plus new fans. It interjects pretty good. I like it.
Little preview,
I really want to see where it goes.
A full blown trailer, so we can kind of get a feel how it's gonna feel, basically, right?
Yeah, because I want to know how they're gonna like have it around. Because I don't want to be like a mixture of like Fast and Furious and like Super Mario Kart. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be like that.
That's all crazy.
So I want to. But if it's like Death Race or something like that.
That actually
That's
was
probably what we're gonna get.
Probably gonna get a Death Race.
Then I would definitely love to check it out. Then if it's more so like that, like Death Race, because I need it to be gory and looking like
crazy.
Mad Max type. You know what I'm saying?
What you think?
I need a little more. That's it.
Yeah, it was good. Little intro.
The aesthetic is cool. Yeah.
And they got Anthony Mackie. He know Joe. He's a good actor. So they ain't like they just chose some random person that we didn't really know. That they knew what they were doing. They was like, we need somebody.
He probably used to play.
He probably. Oh yeah, probably. Mm-hmm. And they got to get somebody recognizable. So that was.
He don't play like he did in Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, he played. So it's July 27th is the premiere date. So we definitely check it out. So topic 4, the Power Show. Did you finish it or I didn't get a chance? I was watching it.
I got up to episode 5.
Okay, gotcha. So we'll because I know we'll definitely talk about it. I think we can watch a couple of more because I'm gonna catch up on it.
The episodes are long now.
Yeah,
because they're super dialogue heavy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a really important show. Especially Black folks, we need to watch that show.
Yeah. So we definitely gonna talk about it. I'm gonna keep that on. I'm gonna keep on the docket so we can keep we catch up and then we can actually kind of dive in more to it and stuff like that. Let's go ahead and segment 3, Comic Central. Of course. Let's see. We got Green Arrow #1 just got released. The cover is hologram. I love this cover, by the way. So I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to be. I'm going to read the synopsis real quick of this #1, and then I'm going to be honest about some things. So first, synopsis: the Emerald Archer is lost, and it will take Oliver Queen's whole family to find them. But dangerous forces are determined to keep them apart at any cost. This is my issue with and this goes for Marvel and DC. It goes for both. It doesn't matter. They start off so good a lot of times. So good. They get like some of the best illustrators and best writers for the first 3 or 4 story arcs. So you're thinking, that's probably 12, 15 books. By the time you get to issue 18, 19, sometimes even 20 something, it starts being like, I don't know who they get. They probably get these C-lister writers and just be like, oh, we done ran it. We need you to come over to Justice League because of XYZ. So we'll let, John, go ahead and write some Green Arrow and stuff like that because they had some really good writing. This was really good. I like the introduction. And it was like and this is my other criticism about Marvel. DC has a tendency of being able to talk about their characters, kind of let you know what's going on, but not hitting you over the head with so much dialogue and you're not being lost.
Right.
I'm sorry, Marvel. People do not know what's going on with X. I'm not even, it's not even just me. I've actually talked to physical people in the comic book stores that they're like, I was trying to read some X-Men, but I don't really know what's happening. And I think it's about Sinister going on right now. Yeah. And it's like, so you mean to tell me you gotta let other people read, but you started a #1 though. you rebranded again for X-Men, and then you don't tell you, but you gotta read X-Men, such and such that was 2 years. Bro, stop. DC, he was literally in there. I'm great, and it's not, and they kept it short. It's like for people who are for somebody that's brand new, that's just getting into, like, you know what, I really like these comic book movies. I want to start reading some comics, you know, and they could grab this book and learn about Green Arrow. They don't have to go back, read 50 books, arcs, and all this other. No, literally could pick this up. Oh, okay, this is his girl. This is his son. This is his such and such. All right, great. I'm you know, I trained and I was with the Justice League. Great. All right. So I mean, like, DC has the formula down. This is one thing that I have an issue with Marvel. Stop rebooting. Stop giving me number ones, but you're picking up where people don't even know. Like even with Doctor Strange, the number one Doctor Strange that that came out, you had to have understood that he had died for the 5th time or whatever, and they had a whole story arc which is called Strange. That was his ex-wife that was trying to bring him back to life, or whatever the case may be. But had you not read any of that for the past 2.5 years, you exactly. But you rebooted Doctor Strange number 1. This was good. I liked how they handled Green Arrow. They said, "Hey, he's somewhere." They explained it. By the way, this is me. Let's go. And I loved it. So that's just my take on it. I thought they did a great job. Kevin, what did you think about Green Arrow number 1?
That I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on. It's really tough to make a character like Green Arrow interesting. Like Stephen Amell did a great job on the show to make me compelled to tune in. But this book, the way that it was done, where you see he's being reflective and he's thankful for everything and everyone in his life. He's not being an asshole. Okay, let's see where this story goes, especially when one of my favorite characters shows up.
Oh, Black Canary?
No. The niece.
Oh, yeah. Treasure Cat. Treasure? Am I saying it right?
Cheshire.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about though. She really dope.
From
Young Justice.
Yeah.
She was great.
She's one of my favorite characters because she has like issues.
Yeah, a lot of issues.
She has real issues.
See,
she's toxic.
And here's
very much so.
Exactly, and this is, I'm saying this as a writer. For me, people will learn about this, you know, once we start launching more of our comics. Archery, especially in this day and age with high tech guns, this and the third, is very complicated to try to do. So even for me, for like Razor Shot, Eagle Hood, and stuff like that, the Hood Society, I had to really dive in and like kind of gut out like how I was going to do it, because I had one. Everybody, you know, you got Hawkeye and all this other stuff, but it's like, you know, what can make my Archer different, and to have his organization be the ones that prevent like New World Orders from, you know, being carried out. They're the ones that help stop, you know, Hitler and all those, you know, the New World Order, World War III and stuff like that. That's what they do. They do side so they stop bank robberies and stuff like that, but their main, the society itself, is their goal is to make sure that there is no New World Order or there is no World War III that's going to cause catastrophic destruction to the world itself. And that took time. I had to do research. I had to really do. So like you were saying, archery or your archers, it's really hard to find a story to put them in. I liked how Marvel did it. They had Hawkeye be a shield agent. That made sense. I mean, for him to be that and then be on Avengers and stuff like that. So, but what you think of Green Arrow number 1? Did you get a chance to gloss through it, or?
Yeah, I glossed through a little bit. I didn't get too much time on it though, but like you said, it is like you'll know every single thing that you need to know about each character, who's who. You know what I'm saying? It's not complicated at all.
Yeah,
it's not something like you said. You gotta, like they did. What was the thing?
Talking about X-Men? Are you talking about Judgment Day? Yeah, bro. It was like so much going on. Yeah, bro. So, Judgment Day was so horrible. But let's go ahead and talk about. Sorry, another DC book. Sorry about that. Superboy, Better Than Tomorrow. Let's go ahead and talk about that. So I'm gonna give you the synopsis real quick. Inspired by Connor Kent's search for a place in the cosmos, LOL Tron has devised an elaborate plan for world domination, including the creation of an army of AI integrated supers being capable of capturing and imprisoning all existing superheroes. I am sorry, I'm going to have to give them extra glory. The reason for the writers. The reason I say that is because Superman and all extended characters of Superman, so Superboy, Supergirl, this and the third, they are very complicated to write. I have to give them kudos. This is just for me. To make him interesting, to think outside the box. It's literally like he's like, okay, in the beginning of the book, you're like, okay, hey, it's Supergirl. It's the Chinese Superman. You got Superman and then the other Superboy, and they're all doing stuff, and he's just like, okay, well. So, and then he goes to the Fortress of Solitude. He finds the AI robot, and he has them to search the planet. Bro, sorry, the planet is overpopulated with superheroes. He was like, literally, everything good. Flash over here, Green Lantern over there, daggone, Aquaman over here. And he's just like, oh, great. All right. But then he was like, you know what? How about you expand beyond my actual galaxy? Well, in this galaxy, XY, great. And he goes, I'm like, bro,
Like
that's
Marvel.
yeah, like I'm like, bro, you're like, oh, I gotta get out of here. And I love it. It was basically they took him to a completely different galaxy. They create because I'm like, it's galaxies. You got galaxies upon galaxies. You can create new stuff. You don't have to do the same existing thing. I love it's new stuff. It's new bad villains, and it's just I love it. And to me, for him to have to fight these new things I've never even seen before, and for him to, he don't have to necessarily hold back. And just and to learn about him maximizing his powers. And I ain't gonna lie. So because it's two different Superboy, I know it's one the one that we know from Young Justice, and then there's another one that I can't remember what he. I forgot what he was. I think he's real. He's the son of Lois Lane and Clark Kent. Sorry, that was my fault. That's Superboy. That's not this one though. This one is the clone of Lex Luthor. See, that's what I'm saying. Trying to keep up.
That's the actual one from Titans.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it was able to maximize his powers, actually fly and stuff like that. So to see that and to learn that, to me, I really commend the writers. That's complicated to do, to be honest with you, to figure out what you're gonna do with Superboy. How can you make him different? Go basically, and then for us to be like, oh, man,
Titans did it even better.
Yeah. I like how Titans did.
On Titans, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. But what did you think of Superboy: The Man of Tomorrow? Number one.
I hate to put on my hater hat, right?
Oh no, go ahead. Yeah,
no.
I mean, you got a different opinion.
With all due respect, please. Sir.
Yeah. I don't care for the Superman family of characters. However, I agree with what you said wholeheartedly. Like to make that character in particular interesting, because again, I've been watching Titans the entire time. So to read that book and see some of that there, I'm like, okay, so they're getting it now where it's going to be really hard. It's going to be really easy for somebody with siblings or relatives or teammates of a similar power set. Everybody's fully capable. So you're not going to find your place with that. They're the ultimate beings on the planet. That you're not going to find your way there. So he did the right thing and was like, look, man, find me some action.
Yeah, I'm out.
Exactly.
Because otherwise, like, what else are you gonna do? Sell car insurance?
Right. Daily Bugle. Right.
So I mean, it was a great book, but it's just
I got you. I got you. And we'll go ahead and touch the last one, which is the Expanse Dragon Tooth. So I know we had some fans request like, hey, y'all read beyond more than just Marvel and DC comics.
I actually don't know how to read.
But and like I was telling, I used to read Valiant when it was in this. I would say one of their prime days was like almost like 8 years ago. There was a run of Exo-Man of War. There was a Ninjak run that was really good as well. And like. But Kevin did make a good point. It could be other logistics, business wise, or maybe IP issues that they can't really get. But I really feel like Valiant should be with the heavy hitters. It should be with DC and Marvel with the characters. If they had the right, writers and illustrators behind them to be able to push their material, I could definitely push it. But anyway,
Ninjak is a character I hear about a lot, like on those groups on Facebook where people give verses. They always give Ninjak as like the guy, like over Batman, over Deathstroke, over Snake Eyes, over pretty much anybody you can think of. And it's like, okay, well, that's an incredible character to have in your library. And for nobody to really get no content is kind of weird. Like there should be movies and shows about characters like that.
Yeah, It should be. Ninjak should be. And then I'm going to let you know. So a while back, they release. I'm no knock to anybody because look, I'm just being 100% honest with you. I can create characters all day. I can't draw worth nothing. So I'm not even trying to knock nobody. But I'm going to say this: they rebranded Ninjak, and they if I had I'm gonna have to show it to you. They had this illustrator come up there. Bro, it looked like daggone somebody drew it. They were in middle school. I'm not even exaggerating. And they were pushing it. Like it was like, yeah, y'all gonna love this. I'm looking at the book. I'm like, what are y'all doing? I'm like, who drew this? I'm like, why are y'all pushing this? Like literally in advertisements and posters and stuff like that. And then they see why it didn't sell.
Right.
I think by issue 4 or 5, it stopped. Bro, what are y'all doing? Who hired that person? Is this somebody's boss's? I want to draw Ninja. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, where's the people that are doing like the quality of Batman or even this Green Arrow? Somebody like that should be drawing Ninjak, and you should take that character very serious, like you were saying. So that's a whole man, because that really pissed me off because Ninjak is one of my dudes. Yeah, like he's one of my inspirations for my character Guardian Ninja. So, but for them to trash on him like that really made me mad. But anyway, we'll talk about that another day. But the Expanse Dragon Tooth, I'm going to let you know right now, Boom Studios. I'm sorry, I would not be buying issue 2. Here's the thing. But here's the thing. It's not even. I'm going to tell you exactly why I don't want to buy this book anymore. It has nothing to do with the writing. It has nothing to do with the illustration. It has nothing to do with this book. The issue is, I'm talking about as far as like the quality of it and stuff like that. My issue is, why do you start the book as if assuming I've watched the show? I've checked out some of the Expanse. That's not my issue because
I have not.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like I don't have an issue with the show. It's probably good because I checked out a couple episodes. Look, okay, it look good, and they said it's one of the biggest sci-fi shows. I understand that, but you can't assume. That's my issue with Marvel. You're assuming people have read the other X-Men. You're assuming people know who this. No, DC don't do that. This is Green. We could be like, I know who Green Arrow is. Why you gotta be quiet? It's not for you.
Right.
You're not the only. We're not the only. You got new people that may be scared that don't want to talk to people like us. They be like, well, I don't want to say because they know all this stuff, this and the third. But you may have somebody that's new that may walk into a comic book store and be like, maybe I want to kind of start building up. Oh, this says number 1 up there. Let me try to, read it and maybe catch up with some folks. That's how I want my comics to be. I want people to be able to grasp what's going on, learn about these characters, not feel like lost. Like I got to read, all this encyclopedia of DC characters or whatever, Marvel, whatever the case may be. You assume that I watched this show.
Right.
I'm sitting here looking at, here's such and such. They're on the ship of XYZ. I'm looking like, okay. Right. So I read through it and I put it down. I'm like, I don't know. I guess I got to watch the show. That's not making me watch the show. No, that's not going to make me watch the show. I'm sorry. No, I'm not reading this no more. Sorry. I apologize.
Like,
to the writers.
That Predator book that we read that we reviewed.
Yeah. A while back.
It's the same thing.
Oh, my fault. Oh, yeah. Same thing.
Deal, yo. Like,
I'm done.
What you talking about?
Yeah. It made me mad. What you think? You feel the same way?
We love y'all. Just say that. Yeah. But yeah, same sentiment. No, it's not happening. Yeah. Because I don't care that much.
Yeah. And I was hoping like maybe because I was looking, I was like, okay, we got Boom Studios, there's something brand new that's coming out, because I always at least every Wednesday or every other Wednesday, I go to the comic store, I got my guy there, hey, this is new, this coming out, I know you got your podcast, check it. Okay, cool, great. Boom Studios, something different, not DC, not Marvel, and it's the number 1. So I was assuming that they was going to be like, hey, like a little paragraph first page, boom, this is year 3030 AD, such and such. I'm like, great, I can get a cat. I'm not expecting them to be like, this guy was born, 19 such and such. That's not what I'm saying. But just give me like a little paragraph in the front, first page, explaining to me where these characters are right now. This person's, sent out a distress call. They're about to get them. Find out why. All right, great. What I'm saying? Getting into it. Nothing. Just, hey, I'm Captain So-and-so. You need to know my name because you watched my show. No, I haven't. Sorry.
But this is like the niche books, though.
Yeah.
Like, this wasn't for us. You know what I mean?
That's true.
As unfortunate as that is, and no disrespect to the fans, but yeah, it wasn't for us. You know what I mean? Like, as soon as you open it up, comics number ones don't normally rock like that. You get straight to it, like unless
it's building,
like unless they've advertised the book and already given us something, or there's been an announcement of some sort where there was a massive amount of fan or supporter engagement prior to the release. But I didn't hear about this until it was part of the pod work.
Exactly.
And
I didn't hear about it until he was like, hey, it's something new from Boom Studios.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, great. And it's a number one. So maybe they explain some stuff in the beginning so I can jump in,
And whenever I walk into any of the comic book shops in the area, nobody is expedient to help me. So I'm never pointing in the direction of anything new. I do not like new things.
I got you.
That's funny.
Yeah, gotcha. So let's go ahead and jump there. Well, segment 4, as you guys know, so just letting you know, it's usually the spotlight of the day. So I'm just letting you know, if you have a small business or project that you would like to promote or want to be a part of the promoting for this segment, just email us at spectacularinkradio@gmail.com, and we'd be more than happy to be able to talk with you, communicate with you, and see about getting you on a podcast or on YouTube to be able to talk about your project or your business.
I do want to shout out a few folks though, because y'all are in the area, and I feel like we have the infrastructure and architecture to create our own things, and we need to be networking more and communicating more.
Definitely.
So Trap House Kitchens, that's my cousin Walt, and I don't know if y'all saw the video of me with the lemon pepper.
I was
in the car yelling.
Yeah,
yeah, that's where I had to come from with those. He gave me like a 20-piece too, like and I crushed a 20-piece on the interstate.
Damn.
I
one hand whipping.
Yeah, making it happen. You're like, it ain't the smartest thing I've done. And then all the local bands that were at Something in the Water, including my dog, Fortresses Live, Dogs, Fortresses Live, and Fictitious 5.
Nice.
Yeah, we need to do more building.
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
So yeah, definitely reach out to us, spectacularinkradio@gmail.com. Shoot us your business information, your name, contact information. We'll definitely chop it up. So let's go ahead and go to Movie Corner. Now, topic 1 is CinemaCon 2023. I know you got some information for me. Let's knock out topic 2 real quick. We're not doing topic 3 because nobody's.
Yeah, no doubt.
But let's talk about. I want to kind of go out of order a little bit because I want to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 really quickly, and then we'll go into CinemaCon and then try to jump into Gaming Pod so we can wrap everything up. So, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. If you did not know, let me go ahead and read the synopsis of the movie itself. Still reeling from the loss of Gamora, Peter Quill must rally his team to defend the universe and protect one of their own. If the mission is not completely successful, it could possibly lead to the end of the Guardians as we know them. You saw it, right?
Come on, man.
Yeah, of course. So did you get a chance to see it? Oh, yeah. It's been out for 4 days only. So I know I had to scrape to make sure I saw it. I loved it. I'm sorry. This is the best Marvel movie since Shang-Chi, since Endgame. Like, to me, like, bar none. I'm sorry. I'm talking checking all the boxes. That means dialogue, action, emotion, since Shang-Chi, because Shang-Chi was all of that to me. Like, I really loved it. I'm talking since Endgame, not saying that anything before Endgame was a different story, but since Endgame, Shang-Chi before this movie had checked all the boxes. Was really good, cultural impact, action was great, quality of the CGI looked good. Like, I loved it. It was great. And then, of course, now, 11th man. And then Doctor Strange too. But now we got this.
So look, is Adam in there?
Adam, yeah, he was in the trailer.
Don't worry, big dog. I got you.
Yeah, he's going to go to the movie.
I'm gonna go check it out. I'll probably do it tomorrow morning.
Yeah, so you want to talk about it in detail?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm gonna go watch it anyway.
Yeah, I got you. So for anybody listening, doing spoiler review, so kind of
spoiler
skip a
alert.
couple minutes. So we are gonna talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So for me, I loved it. Like I said, I loved the entire movie. I liked how they didn't try to make Gamora something that she wasn't when. Clearly before, because they got her even before she met the girl, so she was still kind of
the most dangerous woman in the galaxy.
Yeah, type
or universe, or whatever that metric was.
Because she started really realizing things more about the compassion about her in Guardians 1. So, and like I said, of course, that was before she met Quill and Rocket and all other stuff. So and then the whole situation between her and Nebula, I like that.
Yeah, loved it.
Yeah, I love the dynamic between them two. Cosmos was great.
Mhm.
That talk is so great. I loved Groot. Groot was great in this.
Mhm.
The whole secret gun thing, that was dope.
Beautiful.
That was so
I don't
gorgeous.
even know how they pulled that off though. Like, didn't they? That's right. They didn't check him.
They scanned him, but because his bark is so thick, like it's like
all right.
you could shoot a gun at him and they ain't gonna really get through.
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
cool,
Like that.
Cool.
Um,
I wanted to just make sure I wasn't bugging because like I couldn't remember whether or not they had scanned him or not, and I was like, so how did I mean they may have, but like
yeah, all that stuff tucked deep inside of him.
That
yeah,
was a beautiful execution. Man.
Definitely was. And then the whole flying thing,
Yeah.
And then it kind of find out that he literally saved Peter because Peter just jumped. Like he didn't even have that plan, and Groot was like, oh, I gotta save him. So he saved because he almost pulled. It's not the same move he did in Guardians 1 because that was more of a barrier. This was more of a wing type of aspect, which I really thought that was dope. I loved the whole story about Rocket. It was very emotional. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna rehash it.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, but it was deep. It was really deep, and to see him lead a new set of Guardians and they kind of just in that story, yeah, that was dope. I don't know if they're gonna really touch on it much more beyond that. I think he's kind of done. You know what I'm saying? I think James, he has to be. I'm sorry, he's on contract to be, he's running DC, so he can't do any more Guardians. But I think if they wanted to do more Guardians, that would be the new set of Guardians, and he passed the baton. He's like, I'm done. This is my story. This is my trilogy. I've wrapped it up now at this point. And yeah, I mean, just everything. I'm gonna let you talk now because I mean, it's a lot of stuff I could dive into as far as with the characters. And it was sad when he blew up that planet. That was crazy. That dude was psycho. Like I ain't even gonna lie.
So I'm gonna grab all the characters you didn't get to grab.
Go ahead. Yeah.
So let's talk about the High Evolutionary. Think about a combination of Kang and Thanos, and that's what you get with him. Complete nut. There was no rationale. There was no I understood his mission so clearly that I realized how insane he was.
Right,
I was yo. Now, two of my favorite characters in the movie, one is revealed in the post-credit scene. Adam Warlock, as I stated on the little mini review that I gave as well. I love that they kind of gave him, because people are saying that they didn't like his interpretation of the character. I think the brother did perfectly, swimmingly, because remember the type of vision that we got when he first popped out. As soon as we got that, and as soon as I saw how Adam was getting down, because opening minutes, he get busy. So I was like, okay, this is just like a Vision situation where he's super strong. He's, pretty much invulnerable. But so now I think that with the passing of time and the torch, we're going to see a more refined Adam, and he going to really be a problem. Like I can foresee them coming in conflict with the Avengers of Earth.
Yeah.
Even though Rocket has rapport with them, most of the other ones don't. So yeah. I can see that. And lastly, because the Ravagers, they don't really count. You know what I mean? They were just a plot device.
Yeah.
Quasar. Quasar is one of my favorite characters. I'm wanting to see how this goes. I wonder if they are going to pull an actual sort of young Avengers and maybe pull Quasar into that. Because that would be pretty dope if they do a situation like when all of the Avengers get abducted, and including the Guardians and all that, and all Earth has is the young Avengers at the time. I'm feeling like that's going to be something that comes across, but we'll see. But I was really happy they included that character. I've been in all the forums trying to check and see what's up. I didn't get any inkling of Quasar until I saw the eye, and I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're crazy. But yeah. It's exciting. It's going to be exciting with that. I mean, depending on what route they do want to take and stuff like that.
They could. I don't know who they get to direct though, because a lot of the Guardian stuff has like a lot of the Guardian stuff has like James Gunn's spirit in it. And despite my feelings about James Gunn, the fact is that like I don't really know where we go from here creatively.
Yeah, with Guardians, I think he wrapped it up. I don't see really nobody wanting to touch that, to be honest with you, unless they after Secret Wars, if they reboot, then I mean I could see that, but
they got to come back like to.
Oh yeah, probably in Secret Wars or something like that. Yeah,
or I don't know.
I mean, the only other movie is King Dynasty. Beyond that, I mean, I can really see the pop of it. They have no reason to, because now with Peter on Earth, I mean, unless they got to go get Peter, I mean, they have no reason to go to Earth anymore, to be honest with you, because they got Adam Warlock, they got the other guy, none of them really from Earth. So I mean, it's not nothing that they have to do. So
yeah. So it might not be till Secret Wars, and then by then, Quasar will probably age up.
Yeah,
so she wouldn't even be able to be part of the Young Avengers for real. That's
true. So, but I thought the movie was phenomenal. I look forward to seeing if the Marvels are going to be on the same level. I have a feeling that it can be. And check all the boxes, so we'll definitely check that.
Yeah.
Cinema. So I want to do this because I know we're reaching on time, and I do want to talk about segment 6 real quick, and of course go over questions. CinemaCon, I do want to highlight one or two things really quickly, but I do want to stick, because I'm gonna stick this on the segment for Movie Corner next time, because there was a lot, and I to be honest with you, CinemaCon probably just needs to be its own episode to be how much stuff was revealed. The new Transformers trailer.
Actually, that ain't a bad idea.
Yeah, we probably need to just highlight, or at least have 30 minutes just even talking about it. To talk about CinemaCon. But I mean, one of the things I know I can highlight, I know the new Transformers trailer was really good. What's the first two things you got on your list for CinemaCon that got released?
A lot of what they did was rehashing. Like, they show exclusive footage to movies we've already seen the trailers on, and it's stuff that we're not gonna get like at all. Because basically what CinemaCon is the equivalent of E3 and San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
For the movie theater,
movie theater owners.
The National Association of Theater Owners, and so all of the major players with a lot of individual projects, and the people who normally reign over the summer, they were all there. Your Universals, your Paramounts, your Sonys, and did I miss somebody? Warner Brothers.
Yeah,
those were the major players there, and they have their shows.
Disney. Yeah. Did you say Disney?
Disney was.
Yeah, they were there. They had a very weak presentation.
And Pixar. Pixar was there too, because they got that Jam Elemental coming, and that looks good.
That looks good too.
But yeah, CinemaCon is pretty comprehensive, and we're trying to figure out if whether or not they say that this year revamped the theater experience. So I'm hoping that this event doesn't go to E3 way, which we'll get to in a few minutes.
Yeah, because we're gonna kind of gloss over that. I will say this. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, yo. When we get Spectacular Inc. up and running and stuff like that, one of my first investments is, I'm sorry, I'm being selfish. I do want to own a theater so I can actually go to CinemaCon. CinemaCon looks like it's so much to hear about, like how much stuff they go on. They get goodie bags. They get to see exclusive behind the scenes footage and stuff. They get to meet with people. I'm like, bro, I want to go. So me as a movie lover, I want to be there. Like, oh my God. And they're like, this was your first CinemaCon. I'm like, yes, it is. So, because I would love to go to CinemaCon, bro. Real talk. But we'll definitely break down some more, because there's a lot of stuff that came out of CinemaCon. But let's go ahead and jump on segment 6, Gaming Pod, real quick. Just kind of gloss over, because I mean, neither one of us right now have the new game, because I mean it's on the new systems. But Star Wars Jedi Survivor reviews are in. The narratively driven single player that picks up 5 years after the events of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and follows Cal's increasingly desperate fight as the galaxy descends further into darkness. I loved playing. I did not beat it, but I did love playing so far Jedi Fallen Order. I'm halfway in the game, Fallen Order on my PlayStation 4 Pro. Like, it's awesome, and I've seen nothing but remarkable game footage, gameplay, the dual saber thing. The just it looks gorgeous, man. And the review people are just loving it. Not even beyond just the way it looks, but they're saying narratively, they said the story plot is great. It's powerful. What have you heard about it, and how you feeling?
The same thing. And like, somebody came up with this crazy poster. They got Cal like on his knees, and they got Darth Vader behind him with putting the red lightsaber through him. I was like, y'all, hope this ain't a spoiler.
Oh wow! I don't think he died though. I don't think they said he died, because supposedly maybe it's doing a third one depending on how things go with this one.
Nah, they put up that picture with no context. I think it was just something that somebody.
Oh, okay.
But I saw it. I was like, "Yo, what?
That's crazy." Yeah,
but
so
it's beautiful. It's a Star Wars game made in the same vein of those other style of games. So it's gonna look good. It's gonna feel good. You just got to see how much more of Star Wars you can flesh out to actually have a decent experience in a game. That's
exactly true. We're going to go to topic 2, which is E3 is dead. I want you to just give me your breakdown and your impressions, and then we'll kind of gloss over so we can get to the question. So go ahead and let me know what research you've done and how you feel about the E3 situation.
So basically what's going on with E3 is that a lot of companies are bowing out because we are in a digital age. So they're putting their content on the internet. They're putting content on Patreons. They're having their own individual digital only events. So E3 is essentially pointless now. I will say that I'm incredibly disappointed. I used some pretty colorful language about it when I found out.
Like, E3 was dead.
Because like I was watching it like a ticker. Like it was like 11 in the morning. It was like, is E3 dying? Then by 1 o'clock, yeah, E3's canceled. And I was like, oh yeah. And I was at work. So I was like, okay, that's what's up. Like, but later on, I was real colorful with my language about it. Because it's something just like you said with CinemaCon. That's something that I had been dreaming on going to, being at physically ever since, being young. Because remember, we were able to watch it on YouTube a couple years ago.
Exactly.
And then on between Spike and G4, we used to be able to watch it as well. And like I'm somebody that boots retro, so I have a PlayStation 2 in my house, a Nintendo Wii, a Nintendo 64, and all that stuff. So like I'm from back then. So for me to not be able to get that experience is pretty devastating, to say the least.
Yeah, I was hoping that was one thing I was going to go to too. Topic 3 is the Xbox Activision deal over. This one's kind of premature. Because I found out some other things. So we're gonna take a pause on this one because I need to do some more research on that because I don't want to jump the gun and say yeah to this, because I did find out something else. I felt like that some of the states, certain countries did allow the deal to go through, but certain places that did not. So we're gonna put a pin in that one until I get more research to understand what's really going on with that. Let's go ahead and jump on to. Let's go to, so we are on the last segment. Yes, question bag. And then we're wrapping it up. And then I got to find that question in our group chat. Somebody did send a question. Somebody did email one like last minute before we did the notes. I want to find it. It's in the group. If you can find it, let me know. It should be in the group chat. I did put it in there.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and read that. So if you let us know if you're interested in submitting a question to email us your name and your question at spectacularingradio@gmail.com. As long as it's appropriate, we definitely will read it and shout you out. So let's go ahead and go to I Am Goku writes, I know this may be a dumb question, but what is CinemaCon? Oh yeah, we had just talked about that. I heard a lot of people talking about it for the past week. It's about movies. So yeah, it's basically about theater owners going to a major event and stuff like that. So yeah, it's not a dumb question. I mean, some people don't know what that is. So,
right.
Like you could say E3, are you excited? They're like, what is that? Is that a coffee or so, I don't know. But Nightmare_Zone writes, what are you guys' impressions on the Stream Deck? It's been out for a year now. I know a friend of mine who has one, but wanted y'all's opinion also. I don't own that. It's like a handheld, like a handheld PC type of thing where you can download the games from the Steam. You know that better. You can probably explain it a little bit better than me.
It's a Nintendo Wii. It's basically a homebrew Nintendo Wii on steroids. And what I mean by that is you can basically do whatever with it that you want. You can create, like, let's say the example that was given to me was somebody had a ex-girlfriend and he wanted to communicate with her. So he studied and created a game and put the game on the Steam Deck because he could put it in the little store that you can put games in because it's pretty open sourced.
That's crazy. Yeah, so I mean, I just stick more to the PlayStation, the Xboxes. My son has a Nintendo Switch, so I mean, beyond that, because I was running a business and all, so I wouldn't be able to dive into something like that. So
yeah, it's something that needs to be fully immersive. Like once you get the Steam Deck, you don't really need anything else.
Gotcha. Crystal S writes, I love this podcast. Glad you guys are getting on YouTube. Also, hey, we're on YouTube.
Also,
quick question. I know y'all review movies. Are any of you fellas going to review the Barbie movie and or the Little Mermaid movie at all? So, okay. So I'm sorry. Yes, I have a daughter. I'm going to have to end up seeing it anyway. We're going to review it. I mean, I know it's probably not really number one thing to watch, but I mean, I'm sorry. These two movies are really going to be big internationally.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, they're different box office.
Yeah. So yeah, we will review them.
Absolutely.
We will watch them, and we will definitely. Kevin is not really too happy.
No,
but
they're culturally relevant, so we more than likely would like.
Well, you support it.
Yeah, but we're doing it with a bit of apprehension, yo. Like we're doing it because y'all are asking. Like we're not doing it because we really want to go. And then I have a daughter too, but I know at the very least she wants to see Little Mermaid.
I want to support that one though.
I don't know about the Barbie joint. I think the Barbies that I did buy her were superhero Barbies.
Gotcha.
So,
so it's definitely. Matthew Singer writes, The Witcher 3 trailer looks sick. You guys ready for another season? Season 2, I saw some of season 2. I felt like season 1 was so innovative for The Witcher season 1 because I like how the way the story flowed.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is Henry Cavill's last outing in season 3. I do want to check it out. Trailer does looks. I mean, it's Witcher. I mean, that first episode hooked me when I first saw it on season 1.
Right.
When he, especially at the end, when he was fighting the guys in the little back area, whatever like that, which was crazy. But yeah, I mean, it's Witcher, so I mean, it looks great. I mean, we wouldn't review it because I mean, they dropped the whole season on Netflix, so I mean, we wouldn't really have time to be trying to watch the episodes and keep up like that. But I will watch it. I mean, I'll let you know impressions. Did you get a chance to check the trailer out or?
Yeah, on accident.
Oh, okay.
Kind of just played on YouTube, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of upset about how that went with Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if that's going to affect it creatively.
Yeah, that makes me wonder too. But I am excited about his new project he's working on, the Warhammer thing. I know it's gonna be like 2026 by the time I think, because there's so many graphics that got to go into that. So they're probably in early development, and now they got the writer strike going on right now. So that thing's probably gonna be pushed. It's probably got pushed. It's gonna be a couple of years for that thing to come out. And then PPC writes, y'all see the new Transformers trailer yet? We were just talking about Straight Fire and the announcement on the new animated movie voice cast with the younger Optimus Prime. I did see that. That was one of the things from CinemaCon. Because we're still going to review a lot of CinemaCon stuff probably for the next couple episodes. But that announcement, they're doing Transformers 1, that's dope. I don't think I've ever even seen any property go back when Optimus was young. Like, so that's...
They talked about it. And like they had flashback moments, but never nothing that was fully immersed in like that.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, but I mean that Rise of the Beast is looking. I mean, so unless you really in this world, like in the keeping up with the like movies and all this stuff, I know if you're probably watching the other Transformers, you're like, oh man, another one. No. So so the Bumblebee movie is not. Michael Bay didn't touch that. That was done by, I forgot the guy's name, Travis Knight. I think he did Kubo and his 2 Strings. Bumblebee was actually a quality movie. It was a Transformers movie, but that wasn't the key thing. Michael Bay, I love you, Michael Bay. You know, love Bad Boys. Thank you. But after the first one, Transformers was just about Transformers, just transforming and action and stuff, and boobs flying everywhere. But with Bumblebee, it was more story based. It was actual character based. That's just my opinion. Kevin, you can let me know, and then Steve, you let me know. But Bumblebee was more story based. I really liked how they handled Bumblebee and the interaction with Haley Steinfeld. But this one is by the director that directed Creed 2. So just to let you know that. So the guy that directed Creed 2 is directing this movie. I'm super excited. That's what got me hyped, because it's the team behind Creed 2. That's what I'm excited about. So we're gonna see how that turns out. So how you feeling about the are you excited about it? How you feeling about the trailer?
Because for those of you that don't know, there is a website called Toonami Aftermath, where you can watch Toonami the way most of us watched Toonami as children from 1997 to 2001. And Beast Wars comes on that in circulation. In syndication, I guess you could say. So if you are trying to catch up, if you don't know what you're looking at, you can. And then I think the old school Transformers movie comes on from time to time too. So if you don't know what you're looking at, you could always go find those episodes so you can be privy to what's going on. But please understand, this is a movie that took place technically before the Michael Bay movies.
Yeah, it did. It's back because it's actually because the Bumblebee happened in the 90s. And this is a sequel to that, basically. So, did you see the trailer? What did you think? You excited?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it looks dope. Yeah, action look good. And what's the last question? And we're done.
Red Lantern 5 writes, you guys check out the Redfall trailer. The game is coming out this week. Got my pre-order in.
Oh, I mean, it's the Xbox game. It's not even on the old. It's literally the Xbox Series X, the new. That's it. It looks okay. I've heard a lot of the reviews though aren't really that good.
I heard it's getting review bombed.
Yeah,
Damn.
So I don't know. I know I got my pre-order for Diablo 4 though. I am reviewing that.
That's for the culture though.
Yeah, it is. And if you pre-order, you get a steelbook at GameStop. Just to let y'all know. So pre-order. They said they will literally take the game that they're going to give you, and they will take it back and give you the steelbook. But they're only giving out steelbook. You can't buy it. You have to pre-order at GameStop, and that's the only way you're getting a steelbook. I like that.
No, somebody's gonna resell it.
Oh yeah, they're probably gonna resell it for more money. But I'm talking about for me. I'm happy. I'm gonna give me that steelbook. I'm a steelbook all day.
Oh, so before we get out of here, I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody make it to Free Comic Day?
I went. It was like later on in the afternoon because we have rehearsal for Motion Man, so that's the reason why I would have set up a table too at Atomic Comics. He sent it at the end of invitation, but I mean, got rehearsal. We trying to make moves.
I was kind of disappointed I didn't get to hit it, man, because it took me like 30 minutes to get off campus.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yesterday,
and then they had a little kid comics and stuff like that for my son and stuff like that. I think I had missed everything else, and for myself, but it's all gravy. But it was cool.
Free comics.
Yeah, right.
What? but no, they just do special comics. They're not like premium quality, but it's something. But we love you guys. We appreciate y'all. We are wrapping up. We are out of here. Check us out. Spectacular Inc. Radio on Instagram. That's basically what it is. Spectacular Inc. Radio. Spectacular Inc. Comics LLC on Instagram. SpectacularIncComics.com. Definitely check us out. We have new content coming out. Check our YouTube channel. Follow us. Subscribe. Hit that like button. We definitely cherish all of your the fan base, and definitely check us out in the next episode. All right, we are done. Peace.